Hi, hope you are doing well. In the last part, we saw Achu was in middle of New Year festival. There, seeing various shaped lantern, past memories about UNU with rabbit-shaped lantern flashed before Achu's eyes, and unconsciously she squashed a lantern. A younger girl picked it and started to cry. It was her lantern. Chu Xiao wiped the tears of the girl's eye and gave her another lantern. At that moment, the nation welcomed the New Year's with a deafening sound and releasing fireworks into the sky. Chu Xiao was stuck, and the color of her face drained away, remembering that she had previously said to the man, "UNU, if you died, I would release rows of fireworks to celebrate the fact that I would no longer need to return the favor." That time, UNU smiled without hiding his arrogance and replied, "I don't think you will have the chance to." Chu Xiao had tried so hard to forget and suppress those memories, but started to replay again. It caused indescribable feeling of pain that she started to cry. As the fireworks continued to boom, the child said, don't cry, you don't need to pay me anymore." Chu Xiao no longer hid her inner feeling as she sat in the middle of the street, bawling her eyes out as she covered her face. That night, Achu left the city Yanbi. After journeying for half a month, she reached Beishao city. On another particular morning, she walked along the deserted streets of Beishao all the way to the city gates. When she stepped out of the city gates, she saw numerous citizens of Yanbei. They were from the cities of Shangshan, Luri Mountains, Lan, Qindu, Hui Mountains, and Meilin. People from all walks of life were present, from the elderly to the children. These people had gathered outside the city gates from early in the morning, forming a passageway on both sides of her to pass through. As she walked out, all of them gazed at her. Even the young children did not speak a word, as they gazed at her quietly, ever so quietly. In that instant, she felt overwhelmingly sad. She was aware of the responsibilities that she had to. Over the past year, she had traveled the land of Yanbei, spreading her beliefs of peace of every nook and corner of the country. She led them in rebuilding their homeland to revive the economic's productivity after the war, as they gave her their wholehearted support. The citizens of this country, which had been oppressed for hundreds of years, had placed their hopes of freedom and a beautiful life on her entirely. However, today she was about to leave, breaking her promise to them. She was about to leave them and abandon her dreams which she had worked so hard for. He Xiao led the way, along with 9,000 soldiers from the Xiu Li army. They were dressed in full combat gear and had packed up their belongings as if they were following her on her long journey. There was nothing else to be said. She stood there in a daze like a stone statue. Suddenly, a small, soft hand grabbed at her wrist. She looked down and saw a young girl who was about 10 years old. She remained silent as she stared at her, looking up at her stubbornly. Tears welled up in the girl's eyes, but they did not fall. Pingan ran towards them from behind and tried to separate his young sister from her, but to no avail. Pingan was a soldier in the army back then. When he was dispatched to the inner mainland by Yanshun for the first time, his younger sister Jingjing had followed her for over a year. "Sister," Jingjing finally cried out as tears streamed down on her face. "You don't want me anymore. Do you not want me anymore?" Saying that, the child started to cry. The civilians stood in neat rows. They all started to cry out and ask, "General, don't you want us anymore? General, without you around, I will be recaptured as slave again. General, where are you going? Can I follow you?"
There are so many surprises in season 2. Sometime you will cry, or other time you will smile. But for sure, you will enjoy it. Stay tuned with the channel.